chat here, and I'll be right with you. Let me do this really quickly here. And I can't really do anything else right now, so might as well do this. Might as well go live, right? Man, is somebody really out there right now? There's no way. It's just pouring rain. Um, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe they got an umbrella and they're out there beating on the dumpster. But yeah, I can't do anything else right now because of the rain. I can't charge my battery pretty much. I don't have enough electricity. We didn't get any sun today, so I don't have enough electricity in my battery to use my laptop. But at least I still have a phone and internet, so I want to try to use the system in some way because I still desperately need like $40, 30, $40, or anything. If anybody could donate anything, so I have to keep on getting on here and at least trying, right? Because otherwise I'm just sitting here doing nothing. And um, everybody, real people who really know the situation know this isn't anything I chose, and it's not like I'm not trying to be lazy or anything like that. I would love to work. I'd love to be working on cars again, but I just don't want to. I've just had some really bad experiences. All right, the past two places I've worked at have practically, eliminated me from the shit they put me through, right? So I don't know what to do at this point, right? I don't know what to do at this point. This is my only option, right? And that's kind of, that's why I would make videos before and get upset, or I would try to call attention to, fake um, people on here pretending to like they're going through this just to be grifters, right? Because then, and they get money. I know this. They get sent money. Some of them, right? I wouldn't doubt it, right? Um, they'll show like these pictures where they're staying at all these nice hotels and stuff, and to me it makes zero sense. But I know there are people who donate to them, right? But then when people like us show up who are really actually going through this and trying to prove it in any way we can, and then actually do need help, then people have already donated to like agents and fake people. So that's what upsets me about it, or that's what I think really sucks about the whole situation, is that these fake target individuals, they even get to steal our donations too, right? Or just make the whole thing look bad, right? Make it, or they'll intentionally like be asking for money and then maybe try to sound crazy or whatever to really make it look like people who are on here talking about this and asking for money are a bunch of grifters, right? When that couldn't be anything further from the truth. Like anybody who's really going through this, this is like the worst thing you could possibly go through, right? And it's totally unknown. So, I mean, if people would want to help out anybody, it should be people like in this situation. But the facts just get so twisted, right? The narrative gets so twisted, and then everybody like around us in society is lied to by, by the police, the government agents, everybody working for this. So, if I do try to approach anybody around here, or make something happen in real life, it's just extremely difficult, if not impossible, right? If not impossible, and especially with the economy how it is now, the job market, all the layoffs. Things couldn't be worse. Things couldn't be worse. So, you know, couldn't be a worse time to be going through this program, be stuck in this program. Not that there's ever a good time, right? Not that there ever could be a good time to be in this program. Because, this program, it's elimination. It's elimination, blacklisting, and segregation from society, and then elimination, right? Um, but I mean, this is about all I can do. Get on here, and as long as I have a phone and I have internet, I might as well just be on here trying, anything, trying something. I can't stream, any games right now or anything. The weather is just absolutely terrible, but I could at least still get on here and go live and, you know, try to make something happen some way, somehow, you know. But, and that's all I don't have a choice. I do not have a choice. I'm totally backed into a corner. The system has me backed into a corner. Society, not society, the government, right? This isn't society's fault. This is the system's fault. This is the authority figures, the people who make the laws, the people who pass the laws, and the people who enforce the laws. They all play a part in this, right? The court system, um, it's everything involved with the government. And it's amazing how they can even, when I go out, they even get like all the city utilities to somehow show up wherever I am, right? Like whenever I go somewhere, I'll always see the water department, and then I'll see like ComEd. Even though I know ComEd's, not a government, they close enough, right? Close enough. Anybody who's got a huge fleet of vehicles, right? Any large corporation, they're, you know, pretty much affiliated with the government, especially with like Infraguard and all that. I'm sure they make some kind of big deals with these guys, give them huge tax breaks and whatnot to give the government access um, to their resources, right? To be utilized against people like me, people who are in certain surveillance programs, right? Um, even like the garbage trucks now, even the garbage trucks have AI surveillance cameras in them. I mean, I seen a video, UPS, FedEx, waste management vehicles, they all got cameras in them. Oh yeah, and school buses. Like now I see a school bus every time I go somewhere. Every time. The other day, and I got this all on tape. I need to edit this shit together. But I'm pulling out of here, right? What do I see? First thing I see is big yellow school bus driving around in front of me, right? I think he was even doing some dumb maneuver like a U-turn or, reversing for no reason. Just anything to make a spectacle out of themselves to draw my attention, just to be a distraction. Like, hey, we're over here. Hey, we're still watching you. Every second of the day, we're over there watching you. We're somewhere, right? We're somewhere. You're under that. You're really under that kind of surveillance, and we're not gonna let you forget it, right? Um, but I went. What? I went to Walmart or something. Gone for like 2 hours. Come back, and I literally come back and park in the exact same parking spot that I was before. And what do I see when I'm pulling in to my parking spot, right? There's that same damn yellow school bus again driving. He's driving right back too, right at the same time. We're driving right back. So, like I said, now that I'm getting this like deja vu tactic, um, where I see like the same people doing the same shit, um, as when I was, driving to somewhere, when I'm driving back, I'll see the same shit again, same people. But yeah, like, and then I'm like, damn, I really am seeing school, because I didn't notice that too much before, or I didn't see it. I don't think I saw a school bus every time I drove somewhere. Maybe I did. I mean, I've been so concerned or distracted by, the surveillance vehicles that are all damaged and, completely blacked out and ridiculous loud mufflers. Um, Maybe I didn't think anything of the school buses, but, I certainly get school buses like flashing their hazards at me, or, have one headlight for some odd reason. I mean, we know that's a tactic that all the police surveillance vehicles use when they want you to know you're under surveillance, right? When they're doing the type of surveillance to where they want you to know, like they want you to know, hey, we are harassing you, right? But we can't, let the rest of the public know. Then they'll like flash like one headlight, or a bunch of cars driving at you all with their high beams on, especially like middle of the day, right? So it's just underhanded tactics like that, but to let me know that I'm under surveillance. So yeah, I'll see like the school buses doing this shit too, and yeah, now every time I go somewhere, I gotta see a school bus, and they'll park, at Walmart too when I go there. So there's just another facet of the city, right, or the city's civil services, whatever you want to call it. But anything, they use everything and anything as part of this program, part of this police surveillance program, harassment program, right? It's unreal. It's unreal. And so I bet you, I remember when I was a kid, they had cameras inside the school buses, right, to make us behave, make sure the kids knew, like, hey, your parents aren't here, but you're still being watched, and we could show your parents what you did on the school bus if you misbehave, right? So I'm sure they're probably, if they're putting AI surveillance cameras on the outside of garbage trucks, for sure they're probably on school buses too, right? Maybe that's why the school buses are always following me around. I mean, I know part of it too is this, narrative, like what's the thing with kids? Why is this huge push for kids around me? I mean, I find it utterly disgusting, repulsive, and depraved, especially that the city would use tactics like this and try to like use children as bait for something. I don't know what, but just the nastiness of it. I mean, it gives me the creeps. Makes me want to take a shower. Just freaking, you know, feel dirty just talking about this shit, or having to think about it. But this is really what the city is doing. The government, the state, right, utilizing in these types of programs. And I get these like YouTube channels like subscribing to me or leave these messages, and they'll have like these like kids like barely dressed, or some lady just left me a comment, and then she's like holding their naked baby. I actually reported her, but why? Why? It's so fucking retarded. Like, I don't know what they expect to achieve, but it's really sad. It is really sad, And like, I have no history with kids or anything like this. So I don't know what the point is here or what they're getting at. Like, and I don't have like any type of a sexual history, or I'm not a sexual deviant or anything like that. I don't even look at pornography. I mean, the last time when I really even downloaded pornography, what? Because guys in the internet, right? This isn't no secret. There's a huge problem with that. There's a huge problem with people having addictions to pornography, right? But I'm sure they look into my internet history and um, monitor what I do on the internet, right? So they know that like I don't look at pornography or anything like that. And the last time I even downloaded stuff like that was back when I was like in high school, right? Back when using AOL, the AOL chat rooms and shit. Gosh, back I was 14, 15 years old, 16, 17, 18 years old, and that's a common thing that a male teenager is going to be interested in, right? Or you're developing like that. So of course, like if I'm gonna have access to the internet, I'm gonna probably a curious growing up teenage guy, search naked females, of course, right? But I'm just saying, like, that's the last time, that way back then, that's the last time I even had, like, anything to do with, like, pornography or anything like that. So they know, the government knows I'm not any kind of sexual deviant or anything like that, right? And yet they still persist. They still persist to put certain types of sexual imagery around me, right? Or try to put me in certain situations, certain scenarios. And so, it gets to the point, it's like um, they're really trying to create a certain problem, right? They're trying to develop um, certain tendencies in people, right? Maybe people who don't have as strong of a mind, right, might be influenced by this, especially, or they put like, people who aren't the proper age to dress like all funny around me, right? And try to, see if I'm going to do some kind of reaction or whatever. But, like just seeking to normalize something like that and then paying people out of society to participate in such horrible schemes, right? Such sexually deviant schemes against um, other members of the public. It's just utterly disgusting, right? So I can't stand this lighting in here, and I don't want to be too obvious. Hang on a second here. I gotta keep on a DL. I am in my car, right? Remember, I'm broke, homeless, in my car, and desperate for any help, right? I have to always reiterate that. But hang on, let me try to fix this lighting here. And I can't believe how long it's been freaking raining for. It was like a monsoon earlier. Um, Now it's just sprinkling, but if it calms down, then I could at least charge my battery and use my computer and do something interesting, instead of on here repeating myself, right? Even though it's all valid information, I'm just getting on here saying the same stuff over and over again. Unless I go out and some wild shit happens to me, which happens every time I go out somewhere. Like when I just went to Walmart yesterday and just dealing with all those people there, are all the undercover police informants that follow me to Walmart is just wild in itself. And like I was saying in my other live stream, when I was playing games, I think I was last night, but I believe that all these secret shoppers that they have inside Walmart and these stores, when one of us who are in this program comes to, one of these stores, then they're all alerted to follow us around the store. I mean, I don't know they probably don't tell them even that like this is some type of a target individual or whatever. They probably just say, well, this is a person of concern. You need to make sure that you keep an eye on this person all through the store. Maybe um, try to get in their way. Try, make sure that they're extra dangerous. So make sure that they know your presence is there. So they won't try anything. Make your presence known to them. Try to get in their way. Get in the target's way. I don't know what the hell they tell them, but they got to tell them something like that. Something like, oh, but no, no. Then again, they're all connected on the app. Scratch that, because now that I think about it, um, they follow me to every aisle, and then they all congregate at the ends of the aisles, and they wait, for me to approach so they can jump right out in my way. So no, they're all on the same phone app, and they're all taking cues from this app. And that's what I was saying before in another live stream. This program, I believe that this program really didn't take off until everybody had smartphones. Um, I mean, there's certain aspects of this you could achieve with like beepers and cell phones, but not the type of harassment, the torturous harassment that they put us through nowadays. That couldn't be accomplished, um, unless they are closely monitoring an app that is giving them cues on how to behave, what to do and when, right? Because this program relies so heavily on synchronicities that they need people to be plugged into an application, and monitoring that to make this happen, right? To achieve this level of harassment. This fucking it says subscribers of 20 minutes or longer can chat. I hate it. Oh, huh. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, I put the 20-minute delay on there, yeah, or you got to be subscribed for 20 minutes or longer to try to keep out all the government agents that are going to come in here and harass me. But yeah, I'm sure they're probably screwing with it or something. Because there is like a delay. You could put a delay so people could only comment like every 20 minutes or so, so they can't like flood the chat. But I don't even have that turned on, so I shut that off. Yeah, you just have to be subscribed for 20 minutes or longer. But yeah, I'm sure they're probably screwing with that too. But yeah, it's just you know really something else. Hang on 1 second here. All right, I'm sorry. So yeah, I believe that they get all the secret shoppers to come in after us or to congregate around us. But anyway, um, yeah, without smartphones, they wouldn't be able to really torture us like they do in nowadays in this program. I don't believe that. anything could be, any kind of program could be as bad, like that they used in the past or as advanced. When people say, basically, when you see videos where people say, well, there was gang stalking way back when, and these, the Egyptians were doing it or whatever. Um, whatever it was back then, I don't believe they could torture a person even close, psychologically, even close to the level that they're doing it nowadays, right? This 24/7 thing, where I got people showing up around my car, like, 24 hours a day, and, banging on shit outside my car. Um, at certain times to synchronize with my movements inside the car, right? You could only do like weird ass shit like that with advanced technology. And that's the level of harassment that this program thrives upon. This surreal harassment to where, making you think somebody's always watching you or whatever, that you're under this insane surveillance, which I am under this insane surveillance. But yeah, I mean, I don't see how I don't believe that anything could possibly be as bad as this program for the past 20 or 15 years or so, ever since like the Patriot Act and what the hell are they doing out there? So I keep fucking getting distracted with whatever's going on outside right now. I'm sorry. There are different AIs being used in collusion to target a person. I just seen this great video that you may be interested in. It's a YouTube video. Let's see if it lets me post the link. Oh, this other link is very good too. It's an oldie but a goodie. Let me get the link. Yeah, let me check it out for sure. I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, AI. It's definitely, in my opinion, all about AI. We're training AI algorithms, and they use advanced AI algorithms to predict our movements. Um, and gosh, everything. AI is so evil. And there's another creator on YouTube who calls it, not artificial intelligence, but antichrist intelligence. And that's exactly what I think it is too, right? It's something that's always probably been here, and we're tapping into it. I posted the links. They are YouTube. It appears they didn't post on your end. Yeah, I don't see them in the chat. I don't. I don't. Do I have it blocked? I don't think I have links blocked. I don't even know if I can block links. Chat filter. Top messages. No, it doesn't. Community moderation. Yeah, I don't have anything blocked. Or you should be able to post links, but who knows? I mean, I don't even know. Can you normally post links in YouTube chats, or I mean in live streams? I'm not even sure. I don't recall usually seeing that in live stream chats. That might be something they always block. Oh, cool, cool. Thanks, thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you for sure. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, AI. AI. It's gonna be the end of us, or civilization as we know it, or try to change us into something more advanced. I don't know. This is so evil. I just believe that the people in power are totally evil. They don't have the people's best interests in mind. Everything just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. All the laws they pass, and it's all leading us on a path that is making civilization worse off. And it seems like that's what they want. They want people starving, they want famine, they want destruction, um, and they want total control, total, dominance. And it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me why the people in power would want things this way. But I mean, look around. Just look around. Look at America. Look at the world. Look at how everything is going. It is obvious that the people in control, this is how they want things. They want homes to be unaffordable. They want people on all kinds of different prescription medications. And, all the foods are so terrible for us. Everything's full of sugar. They want people getting diseases and getting sick. Everything looks like natural causes of death, but in the end, it's all due to everything that's put in our air and our food, all the chemicals, and it's just all causing all these new types of diseases and cancers, shortening all of our average lifespans, and that's exactly what the people at the top want. Thin out the herd. Thinning out the herd. I sent my email through chats before, but never heard from you. No, I've never seen your email in chats ever. Hmm. I'll have to double check. I mean, yeah, maybe I think there is an option to block people from sending you links, but I can't remember if that's for just regular chats in your videos or live stream chats, but I'll have to double check. But no, I've never seen your email in any chats. And I mean, if I did, I would have said something. I never intentionally ignore anybody's chat, unless it's from certain people, that I don't know. But or like a valid chat, I'd never ignore. So yeah, that's really strange. I'll have to check if I have links blocked. It's gotta be something like that. But it seems like it stopped raining. It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna try to. I gotta try to charge my battery here before it gets too late, and then at least I could use my computer here. 'Cause, yeah, it's been pouring rain now for like 6, 7 hours. So now that it's stopped raining, I gotta jump on this opportunity. And yeah, I'll definitely check that out. What's going on with why I can't, get links or whatever. But I'll be back later on for sure. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back.